Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Can we get roll call, please?
Mayor Dave Dillon.
Here.
Council members Norris Johnson,
Here.
Lindsee Larson, absent. Ken Mueller,
Here.
Tim Porker, absent.
Can I get a motion to approve the agenda?
So move.
I'll second.
We do have a couple additions. If you go under number 9, ordinances, resolutions. Number 540, amending 96.01 garage sales. Second reading is a revised version that you have on your table tonight. It's just I think number 10 was the only addition, right?
Correct.
So under A10 was the only addition to that. So that'll be the revised one we'll do there. And under new business, add I, special event application for Milaca High School Tractor Day. And then before we get going any farther, I did it again. If you're here, please make sure you sign in if you're here. And if anyone wants to speak during open forum, please step to the podium. All right, getting back to the agenda. Any other additions or changes? Hearing none, all in favor indicate with an aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The agenda passes. On the consent agenda tonight is the approval of minutes from March 20th, 2025, the quarterly financial reports, the approval of bills, and resolution number 2510, resolution accepting donations. I get a motion for
Move for approval.
I'll second it.
any other questions or comments on that? Hearing none, all in favor indicate with an aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Consent agenda passes. Open forum, if there's anyone here tonight that would like to address anything that is not on the agenda.
Is the auxiliary ladies on the agenda for tonight?
I don't believe it is it? Unless
What
I'm
is
missing it. The auxiliary ladies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a family fun day.
It's on the back of the agenda.
Okay.
Under special events.
Oh, there you are. Yep,
Sorry,
under
guys.
special events. Nope, that's perfect. I had to look myself. Okay, hearing none, any others, we will close open forum. No public hearing tonight. No request communications, so we'll move on to ordinance and resolutions. Ordinance number 539, temporary uses, the second reading. Get a motion for that.
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
Any questions or changes since last time? Okay, hearing none, all in favor indicate with an aye.
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 Opposed? 539 passes. Ordinance 540, amending 96.01, the garage sales, second reading. Can I get a motion for that?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
A motion as revised.
Yeah,
As
the motion is
revised,
revised, okay. Yep,
And who was the?
Ken, and then
Ken. Okay, thank
second. Any questions on that? And as I said before, 10 was the only addition, just so the signage was a little more clear. And again, it's not a lot of change from last time in the previous edition. If no other questions, all in favor of 540 indicate with an aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed? Ordinance 540 passes. Ordinance 541, amending chapter 156.036E, second reading. Need a motion for that.
So move.
I'll second.
Any changes, additions, questions on that? All right, hearing none, all in favor of 541 indicate with an aye.
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 Opposed? Ordinance 541 passes. Ordinance 542, amending chapter 156.038F, second reading.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
Any questions on that one? Nothing's changed in second reading, right? Okay. All in favor indicate with an aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ordinance 542 passes. Ordinance number 543, amending chapter 156.057D1, second reading.
Move for approval.
I'll second that.
Again, any questions, comments, No changes again, right?
Right.
Nothing came up about it. Okay, all in favor of 543 indicate with an eye.
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ordinance 543 passes. Resolution 2511, authorization to summarize Ordinance 539, temporary uses.
Move for approval?
Second.
And this is for publication purposes.
Okay. All in favor of 2511 indicate with an eye.
Aye.
Opposed? 2511 passes. Resolution 2512, authorization to summarize ordinance number 540, garage or estate sales. Need a motion for that?
I'll move to approve.
Second?
Same thing, does publication stuff, right?
Yes.
Okay, all in favor of 2512 indicate with an eye.
Aye.
Opposed? 2512 passes. All right, we got through those. City manager report.
Submitted the Amy Klobuchar congressional spending request last week, and the auditors will be here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then I'll be at a conference Thursday and Friday. So we're gonna have a lot going on next week.
Yeah, and hopefully we can get some news from one of the senators,
I hope so.
or senator representative on
The
this.
Pete Stauber one was submitted in March.
Yep. So I can't imagine there's gonna be a lot of movement on those until things change a little bit
Right.
federally. Okay. Is that it for you,
That's it.
Tammy? Okay. Police, just information only, nothing else, right, Quinn?
Just the summary this month.
Okay. Sounds good. You have your new officer out in the field, right?
Yep. Yeah, in roughly week 4 of training so far.
Great. Good. All right, moving on. Parks, Gary didn't have anything, did he?
No.
Okay, or Public Works, Liquor Store, Vicky's not here. Fire Department, they're not here, probably fire, or grass fires, the way it's been. Planning and Zoning and Airport,
Nothing.
quiet on that front.
We're waiting for finalization of stormwater for Circle K. Otherwise, their CUP is not valid at this time, so we're just waiting for that report to come.
Okay. Committees, nothing at this, nothing from the budget, EDC. I know we've just been meeting, talking about basically everything that's happening.
Yeah.
Um,
And there'll be no EDC meeting due to the auditors being here.
Yep, I saw that. We've just been discussing the junction project. Really, we're kind of, I wouldn't say in a lull, we're still researching grants and stuff like that, but the big thing will be once we get those renderings back and some visualization of possibilities, I think that'll move us a little bit. Soil and Water is interested in being involved, so it's still moving forward. No unfinished business. Under new business, special event application for Rec Fest and activities. Can I get a motion for that?
Move for approval?
I'll second that.
Any questions, comments on that? Kind of their normal activities. Hearing none, all in favor indicate with an eye.
Aye.
Opposed? Special event app for Rec Fest and activities passes. Variance request for Rec Fest and activities. Get a motion for that.
I'll make a motion to approve it.
I'll second that.
Similar to previous years, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep. I didn't see anything different, so that should be good. All right, no other questions? Sorry, I was catching up on my computer. Hearing none, all in favor of the variance for Rec Fest and activities indicate with an eye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, so that passes. El Jalisco temporary off premises for existing on sale intoxicating liquor license. That's for our Rum River Community Foundation event next Friday.
I'll make-
Sorry.
Yeah, I'll make a motion to approve.
Second?
We still could use a few more people to sign up for that, so if you're not doing anything next Friday. No other questions? All in favor indicate with an eye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? So the all holistic permit passes. Special event application for the June Bloom Craft and Vendor Show.
I'll make a motion to approve it.
I'll second.
Any questions on their event? Hearing none, all in favor indicate with an eye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? So the June Bloom Craft and Vendor Show app passes. Special event application for the Legion Auxiliary Family Day. Can I get a motion for that?
So move.
I'll second.
Okay, now go ahead.
The only question I had is, would we be able to block off the alley that day, so we didn't have traffic in the parking lot there?
Is there any problem doing that?
Which alley is it?
That'd be right behind, basically the water tower.
Yeah,
Um,
I think there's the museum there,
It is, what day? It's Saturday, right?
it's a Sunday.
It's a Sunday, yeah.
That should,
Yeah, all the
should be fine.
businesses aren't be there. DAC's not open.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
That should be
I think
okay.
so. It's
Okay,
not
we'll
gonna
make-
impact.
I know there's some apartments there, we'll make sure that if they need to get in and out. we
Sure.
can.
Yeah.
I'm sure you wouldn't have a lot of traffic.
Okay, thank you.
Good, otherwise, that's it?
Yep, that was it.
Okay. All right, all in favor of the application for Legion Auxiliary Family Day indicate with an eye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, so that passes. Special event application for Milaca Meats grand opening.
Move for approval.
I'll second
Any questions on that? It's coming up faster than I thought. All of a sudden, it's not that far away.
Right?
No other questions? Should be a fun day. He's got a lot of stuff planned. All in favor indicate with an eye.
it. Aye.
Aye. Opposed, so the Milaca Meats grand opening passes. G, special event application for the Milaca Early Childhood Kiddie Parade.
I'll move for approval.
Second.
Any questions on that? Just the new date for the parade is probably the biggest change. Okay, hearing none, all in favor indicate with an eye.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Early Childhood Family Kiddie Parade passes. Special event application for Rum River Market vendor events.
I'll make a move to approve it.
Second.
Any discussion on that? I would just add, they've done a great job with that. It's
Yeah.
growing. Now they're looking at some Saturdays. She's done a really nice job getting that going and keeping it going and, you know, mixing up the people there, and that's really been a nice thing to see. If nothing else, all in favor indicate with an eye.
Aye.
Aye. So the special event application from River Market vendor events passes. I is the addition, that is special event application from Milaca High School Tractor Day.
Move for approval.
I'll second that.
Any questions on Tractor Day? I just had to check the date, it was the 6th, okay. Okay, hearing none, all in favor indicate with an eye.
Aye.
So Tractor Day passes. Miscellaneous, any miscellaneous items?
Nope.
Goodness. Council comments?
Nothing.
Want to make up something? It's only 6:15.
I was waiting for Norris and nothing.
Oh, boy.
Okay, I would just add a couple things, it's really nice to see all these special event applications. That's a lot of activities coming up this summer. That's going to be really, really good to see. It'll make,
Yeah, it is.
yep,
That's exciting to see that.
Yep, like to see that. And then and again, we mention this every once in a while, but I think it's important to mention again. I was at the parks last weekend with my grandkids, one evening and then one, I think like a Saturday or something. There were people everywhere. Basketball courts were full, skateboard, pickleball, kids just running around on the softball field, guy pitching to his kids. It was great to see. And that was both times I was there, so that's great. Those guys do a great job up down there. Any other questions, comments, anything? Hearing none, I'll take a motion to adjourn.
So move.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
We're adjourned.